Greetings, travelers, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Splatoon Amiibo Challenge Edition, presented by Draco Breach. Last time, we completed the first tier of challenges, after some technical difficulties. Today, we're going to challenge the second tier, starting with the Gusher Gauntlet. And this time we have 900 points as the reward for the stages, so let's continue. Oh, I missed that, okay. And actually, as I was thinking about E3, I remembered that I had actually missed a couple things from the Microsoft press conference, to be specific, especially Recore, which is probably one of the most interesting... pay attention is what I need to do. Recore, which looks like a fantastic addition to the Xbox One. Not much was shown about it, unfortunately, but that's probably because it's not really ready to be shown beyond what we saw. Now, I say that I really liked what I saw of Recore, but it was just another CGI trailer. We didn't actually get anything of substance about it. But thankfully, Microsoft had, I believe his name is Keiji Inafune. Yes. With some interviews during E3, and that really did... Wow, those guys are actually rather hard to hit with the roller. Anyway, had some interviews, and we were able to get some information and insight. Did I get him? I think I did. Oh, well. This stage is going to be a little bit harder with the roller, isn't it? Anyway, after the interviews, there was a good bit of information, and it did help me see kind of what the thought process was likely to be for the production of the game. Okay, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting challenge, isn't it? So, where was I? And Microsoft did talk about the HoloLens, and that did excite a lot of people, but... Got it. Oh, good, I actually... Okay, cool. Where am I? Okay, I'm still on the ground. And I can understand some people's excitement on it, but so far that technology has not really excited me all that much. It's... I don't know, maybe I'm just not overly optimistic based on the fact that a lot of the technology has actually given me motion sick... Not motion... Yeah, motion sickness might be the right word. But I've not really been able to get into the technology. But it is interesting to see the advancement of that kind of technology. So maybe in the future it will be easier to really get into. Yeah, there's no reason to go up there. But after EA, there was the Sony press conference, and they really, really know how to bring the hype. My main issue with the Sony press conference was actually perhaps a bit of a surprise. Okay, why? Wow, I went the wrong way. Of course I went the wrong way. It's a bit of a surprise because it's not necessarily that I wasn't excited to see the game, but more was disappointed with how Sony was presenting it, I guess you could say, and that was Shenmue 3. I felt it was awesome we were going to get a Shenmue 3 title, but then they said, and you can go to Kickstarter now to back it, and I'm like, okay, that's a bit of a punch in the gut. I know some people are going to disagree, and that's fine. It was funded, but it felt like Sony was just, you know, going for a high five and decided to punch us in the gut. It is coming because it has been fully funded, and it took, I think it was, what, 9 hours to get the $2 million for funding, but I don't know why Sony didn't go ahead and just say, hey, we're the ones funding this title, and hey, it is completely exclusive to PS4, because right now it's also coming to PC. And it's a bit of a missed opportunity that it is not a complete exclusive to the PS4. But I guess you could say it was a risky game to make. But, I don't know. Anyway, Sony actually opened their press conference with, what was it? The Last Guardian, which is, once again, back from the dead. It is a game very reminiscent of, okay, Ico. It was Ico. Wow. That's a bit of a surprise. I couldn't hit her until I did that. But anyway, and it does look good. It looks unfinished and kind of unpolished at this point, but that's kind of the thing with a lot of games that are still in development, is they'll look like they have a while to go. Sometimes. But what else did Sony present? Because Sony had a very good press conference. They had the reveal for the Final Fantasy VII remake, which does look good. Well, actually, I guess technically we don't know if it looks good because they didn't actually show any gameplay. So I guess in a sense, actually, we don't know if it looks good or not. It will look good, of course, because Square Enix has always loved the high production values. So there's that to look forward to, and it does. It sounds promising, especially since they are talking about changing a few things that wouldn't make sense in the transition from you know, PS1 level graphics to PS4 level graphics. But Sony had a very substantial, very quick-moving, very fast, very hype-filled press conference. There was they ended with Uncharted. And why am I having trouble thinking about what they had in their press conference? Probably because Square actually had more games of interest, even if they had the more boring press conference. Because let's face it, Square had an incredibly just boring press conference. It was a lot of talk, a lot of just yammering, and not a lot of reason to buy games unless you knew that you wanted the games to begin with. And let's face it, we know that we want Square Enix games. Because we have games like Star Ocean 5 coming out, which is titled Integrity and Faithlessness. which is again being not directed, developed by Tri-Ace. So that game looks interesting, and it is going to be released on the PS3 and the PS4. So that's something that I'm very much looking forward to. Oh, where is that coming? But Square Enix basically just talked a lot without showing much in the way of gameplay. So they didn't really do a great job advertising their games. They talked about Just Cause 3 and Hitman. And though I'm not typically into those types of games, I might take a look at them just to see if they're any good. At least to the point of I'll watch them, even if I don't end up buying them. Oh, wow, there's Ink Strike levels. Yay. Oh, that was right behind me. That was literally just behind me. I didn't get him. Oh, well. Oh, wow, he only took one hit. So Sony's press conference was very fun to watch, and I think I mentioned Uncharted. Maybe I didn't. They ended the day with Uncharted 4, which was a nice showcase for fans of the series. I see. Wow, I got ahead to Square Enix and I skipped right over Nintendo. Go me. Reward is the samurai armor. So let's go after this guy. He was very easy last time. I doubt he's going to be as easy this time because I don't have the additional bomb options. But I didn't mean to skip over Nintendo. We'll talk about, I guess I'll talk about that with the next challenge. What else did Square Enix show? Because, oh, right. They showed the sequel to Nier, which looks like it could be fun considering that it's also being developed by Platinum Games. I have a feeling that there's something else that I'm missing. Okay, with Nier... Oh, right, and they announced the opening of a new studio, the Tokyo RPG Factory, and a new for-console RPG. Now, they didn't exactly talk much about it. All they really did was mention, oh, okay, that's... was that they had a game in development for the consoles. And I really hope it's a fun RPG to play because I enjoy my JRPGs. Now, they didn't actually discuss it at conference, but they talked about Bravely Second being localized, and I am looking forward to getting that on my 3DS as soon as I can. What do you mean you didn't follow my... He is very fast, isn't he? Ooh. Okay. So that was pretty much Square Enix and their E3, and though they had a very boring press conference, at the very least, it showed off some information, some interesting things about the games coming out. And I am looking forward to a lot of things that Square Enix has to present. Or has to, release. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, right. And they talked about Kingdom Hearts... Well, not talked about. They showed Kingdom Hearts 3, the new trailer for it, after much trolling. And if you can't tell by my tone, I did not like that too much. Ooh, special charge up. That's nice. And with that, I think I'll go ahead and end this out. And next time, we're going for the third tier challenges. Anyway, this is Draco Breach reporting out, so God bless and safe travels.